Imagine a project with 100,000 requirements. Detecting contradictions, improving quality, and generating test cases manually would take weeks or even months. Yet this is how many engineering teams work today. Now imagine if AI could analyze every requirement instantly, detect inconsistencies across entire projects, reuse knowledge from previous developments, and even generate test cases automatically. In this presentation, we'll explore how RAIQON AI integrated with Codebeamer transforms requirement engineering through 4 key capabilities. Number 1, Requirement Copilot for writing and improving requirements. Number 2, AI quality review at scale for analyzing entire projects. Number 3, Semantic search and project reuse for unlocking existing knowledge. And number 4, automated test generation to accelerate validation. Together, these tools help engineering teams reduce manual work, improve requirement quality, and dramatically speed up the development process. If you're ready, let's get started. The first step in any engineering project is receiving customer requirement specifications. However, these requirements often arrive in formats that are not easily structured or traceable. Typical inputs include PDF documents, tables and diagrams, nested lists, and screenshots or images. These formats are difficult to process in traditional requirement management systems. With intelligent document parsing, RAIQON AI begins by parsing incoming documents using AI and computer vision. Using a drag-and-drop interface, users can configure how a document should be interpreted. The system then automatically identifies sections, extracts requirement structures, detects tables and lists, and organizes information into structured data. Processing typically takes only seconds per page, even for complex documents. A built-in review interface allows users to quickly verify the AI detection results before importing the content. Once validated, the document can be imported directly into Codebeamer, typically using formats like docx. Instead of manually copying and pasting hundreds of requirements, this process becomes automated and structured. For large documents, sometimes hundreds of pages, this can reduce work from weeks to minutes. One key aspect of the RAIQON solution is that it is not a separate AI application. Instead, it's fully integrated into Codebeamer. This means users stay in their familiar environment. All traceability is preserved, and downstream references remain intact. From within any requirement, users can instantly access the RAIQON AI assistant. Once requirements are imported, the system performs automated quality analysis. This includes detection of ambiguous wording, weak words, inconsistencies, and structural issues. The analysis provides both quick summaries for teams and detailed feedback for requirements engineers. Importantly, the system is not a simple ChatGPT wrapper. Instead, it uses domain-specific AI models trained on engineering standards, including automotive development standards. The models operate within the company infrastructure, behind corporate firewalls. No sensitive data leaves the organization. Another powerful capability is active learning. The system improves continuously based on user feedback. Accepting suggestions improves the model. Rejecting suggestions helps refine future analysis. Over time, the AI becomes increasingly aligned with the organization's engineering practices. Improving individual requirements is important, but real projects contain thousands or even hundreds of thousands of requirements. At this scale, manual review becomes impossible. RAIQON AI enables project-wide analysis. Instead of examining a single requirement, the system analyzes the entire project context. This allows detection of problems such as contradictions between requirements, inconsistent terminology, duplicate specifications, and logical conflicts across the system. For example, one requirement might state the luggage compartment floor shall have a partition behind the front seats. Another requirement might state the luggage compartment floor shall have a partition behind the rear bench. This is a clear contradiction that could lead to serious development issues. AI can detect such conflicts instantly across large requirement sets. Finding these issues early in development saves enormous effort later. Traditionally, projects perform requirement reviews only at specific milestones. With RAIQON AI, quality monitoring becomes continuous. The platform constantly evaluates the requirement set and tracks issues such as ambiguities, inconsistencies, and structural defects. Teams gain a live overview of requirement quality across the entire project. The system can also generate detailed quality reports, including issue lists, severity classifications, historical trends, and item identifiers. Reports can be exported to formats such as Excel for additional analysis. This enables teams to verify requirement quality before sending specifications to suppliers or partners. One of the biggest inefficiencies in engineering organizations is reinventing existing requirements. Large companies already possess huge knowledge bases, but finding the relevant information can be difficult. RAIQON AI introduces semantic search. Instead of searching by exact keywords, the system understands the meaning of requirements. This allows engineers to find relevant information even when different terminology is used, wording varies, or the exact feature name is unknown. For example, if an engineer searches for a feature like automatic vehicle retrieval from a parking spot, the system can locate requirements related to the Tesla-style summon features, even if that word was never used in the search. This dramatically improves knowledge discovery and reuse. Within the Copilot interface, users can search existing requirements, view summaries, open linked requirements, and generate new requirements based on existing ones. Importantly, the AI does not generate content arbitrarily. Instead, it builds on existing knowledge stored in the organization's database. This ensures generated requirements remain consistent with previous projects. Security is critical in enterprise environments. RAIQON AI respects the same permission structure as Codebeamer. Users only see data they are authorized to access. This ensures compliance with need-to-know principles and corporate security policies. Another powerful feature is project comparison. The AI can compare requirement sets from different projects and identify overlaps. This capability helps organizations estimate project effort, detect reusable components, and accelerate proposal preparation. For example, if two projects share most requirements, the development effort may be much smaller than initially assumed. The system can also detect duplicate requirements and duplicate bugs. Duplicates often appear with slightly different wording, making them difficult to detect manually. AI clustering helps identify repeated issues, redundant work, and unnecessary duplicate fixes. Reducing duplicate work can significantly improve development efficiency. The final step in the engineering lifecycle is validation and testing. Creating test cases manually is time-consuming. Companies often spend thousands of hours writing test conditions, test cases, and detailed test steps. RAIQON AI helps automate this process. Using the test planner interface, engineers can generate test scenarios directly from requirements. The process begins by defining test conditions. These conditions describe what needs to be validated based on the requirement. For example, vehicle lock behavior, key proximity conditions, and operational limits. The AI Copilot then proposes a set of structured test conditions. Users can refine the conditions, add details, or adjust parameters. Importantly, the engineer remains in control. The AI acts as a collaborative assistant. Once conditions are confirmed, the system generates full test cases, required test parameters, and even detailed test steps. Because the AI leverages historical project data, it can reuse previous testing knowledge. The generated test cases are automatically integrated into Codebeamer's V-model testing structure. This dramatically reduces the time required to prepare testing documentation. RAIQON AI introduces 4 major improvements to the engineering lifecycle. Requirement Copilot that assists engineers in writing, refining, and validating requirements. AI quality review at scale, as it continuously analyzes projects for ambiguities, inconsistencies, and duplicates. project reuse, and semantic search that unlocks organizational knowledge and accelerates requirement discovery. Finally, automated test generation, which reduces manual work and speeds up validation and testing. Together, these capabilities transform how teams manage complex, requirement-driven projects. By combining AI with deep integration into Codebeamer, organizations can improve quality, reduce manual effort, and accelerate product development cycles.